I made $20,000 yesterday and I ain't even jump up out the bed. Bag a leg, take a rent until he got the bed, walking like I'm Fred. Bonnie Rubble riding in the bubble, but it's stolen, watching for the feds. Made $20,000 yesterday, little boy, you heard what I said. You came in and rockin' the
What we?
It's the dark skin Sarah's my nigga. Y'all think tired. Niggas is tired. Look.
Get off me, bro.
But just
hey man, before we get into this video, man, what they gotta do?
They gotta subscribe, like, and comment down below. And don't forget to hit the post notification bell.
What happens if they don't? Right? Nothing, right? Nothing happens if they don't.
I'll punch them in the throat if they don't.
Ouch. I was thinking about just giving them a kiss in the throat, getting naked, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna talk about that. Look.
Your Instagram.
Hey man, it's your boy Rooster. Make sure y'all know what time it is. Skip it real and simple.
It's your boy Don Scratch with a Z, you know that's BB. I made the ARs and the C. The eyes, those black man, you know I made that. Yes sir. Game. What about you, man?
That's what about 506
on the beat.
Yes sir.
It's your boy King the Road, man.
Hey man, you know who it is. It's your boy King and China. Today, we got the 10 worst bug infested houses, bro. If you ain't never come to my house when I was little, bro, you ain't never seen an infested house, bro.
Wait, what?
Bro, I had the couple, bro, nigga, in my house, I had that cougar ass. Bro, you ain't never done me all night. You never had a bad house, so you see the cockroaches flying, bro. Oh, you never had that? Yeah, that shit was flying, bro.
Them niggas trying to dap me up. Them niggas to fly, bro. It's a rap, bro.
Here are the top 10 worst bug infestations in houses. Number 10.
Isn't that somebody's roof, bro? Bro, that is somebody's roof, right?
Nah, dude, they're doing it, bro. I think that's somebody's roof.
Infestations in houses. Number 10. The Bedbug Ridden bedroom. This video, posted by Town and Country Pest Control, is called The Sickest, Most Infested Bedbug Job in Syracuse, New York, and it is aptly named. When exterminators were called into this Syracuse home, they found the worst bedbug infestations they had ever seen.
Jesus!
They were able to immediately identify an infestation, as there were bedbugs on the curtain.
That is true! Bro, look, I'm not gonna cap, bro. At some point, bedbug was about to start developing in our house. At some point that we had to call that.
Nah, but look, that in his situation,
that is worse.
That's dirty. That's you.
That is, bro.
That's dirty. You can see that in anything. You nigga be a bear like this. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga.
Bro, y'all know the movies where like the bugs be under shit and just be moving like this?
Yeah, bro.
Nigga, there's no way you didn't see the sheets doing that.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Anytime you got, and you a bear, you hitting the motherfucker.
That's us a breakdance, bro. Yeah.
From there, they went to the bed, which was covered in bedbug feces and blood spots. But nothing could have prepared them for the horror they discovered when they pulled back the bed frame. The bed frame was literally caked in bed bugs. Number 9. Invasion of the honeybees. When Loretta Yates of Ontario, Canada saw something dripping from a crack in her ceiling, she didn't think much of it. But a few days later, her husband noticed swarms of bees outside their front door. From there, new cracks started appearing in their ceiling.
Bro, I told you that's somebody's roof,
What does
bro.
it look like, bro? Don't unpause it, bro. Unpause that shit.
Nigga.
Bee colonies formed in the first floor ceiling. They called in the beekeepers who spent 6
I can't look at shit like that. Nigga, unpause the shit, bro. Why are you pausing it right there, bro?
That don't got honey in it, bro.
I don't care, bro. Unpause the shit, bro.
Cut the honey. You love honey, bro.
Nigga, unpause the shit, bro. I like honey, nigga, but I do not like that shit.
Devontae, this is organic honey.
I don't give a single
organic, originally, bruh, nigga, what? I was breaking
over
little bees on.
80,000 bees in their home and 220 pounds of honeycomb was recovered.
So does the honey come out the bees?
Amazingly enough, neither of them were stung during the infestation. Number 8. Attack of the Brown Recluse. Brian and Susan Trost of Weldon Spring, Missouri were ecstatic when they bought their new home in 2007. Little did they know at the time, though, that their new home came with a plethora of unwelcome house guests. Days after they moved in, spiders began leaking out from the walls. The couple, horrified, immediately contacted an exterminator. But ridding this bug-infested house of its guests was not an easy task. The couple spent 4 years battling the intrusive spiders, which were brown recluses. At one time, there were more than 5,000 of these dangerous spiders living in their walls. So don't miss.
Bro, I'm sorry. Of all bugs, bro, spider is the bro. Them motherfuckers is not it, bro.
Nah, but spiders don't even scare me.
No, it's not like about scary. It's like
nigga, the insect that does shit to my body are fucking slugs, bro, or snails.
Oh yeah.
You touch that eye, bro? Touch about that junk go in like this. But that eye like this, you touch that. And that shit go inside the head, bro. That joke, bro. But we be eating the shit out that joke, but that shit delicious.
Number 7. The Infested apartment complex. An apartment complex in Augusta, Maine in 2016 was so badly infested with bedbugs that the city was actually forced to call an emergency ordinance. The building had shared bathrooms and a shared common area, so the bedbug infestation had spread to all corners of the complex.
Nigga, at that point, your ass will die after this comes to you, bro.
Bro,
nigga, you gonna wake up 5 pounds lighter, bro.
No, how do you sleep through that? How do you sleep through that?
You don't. You died through that.
Bro.
Nah, they probably caught some type of disease from them niggas. There's no
bro,
damn
I'm
way.
telling y'all, bro, nigga, bed bugs, when them motherfucker bite you, bro, like, you scratch that spot for a lot. Look at
it's like a mosquito bite, bro. You ugly as shit.
But how many you think is right there?
When city code enforcement was called in to investigate, the entire complex was crawling with these tiny bugs.
Nasty.
They were in the walls, all over the floors, and in the bathrooms. In fact, they were in every single room in the building. The infestation was so bad that a city task force of professionals was brought in to clean up the mess. It was the worst bed bug infestation that Maine had ever seen.
Maine?
Number 6. The Battle of the Australian Spider Beetle. Nadine McLaughlin from Spring Hill Park in County Tyrone, Ireland, was living in her home with her 3 children when she was forced to flee her home with only the clothes on her back. One day, when she noticed that her kitchen table seemed damp, she turned it over. She found hundreds of Australian spider beetles underneath. From there, she panicked and went into her living room, where she overturned her couch and ripped off the cloth. There were thousands of beetles crawling around inside her sofa. Terrified, she took her 3 children and fled to her parents' house. Her house was fumigated 5 times, but after every fumigation, she still found more beetles. Finally, she was forced to give up and leave her home forever. The beetles had won the battle. Number 5. The stink bug takeover. Urbana residents were overwhelmed when their farm was taken over by stink bugs. Stink bugs are no stranger to the area, and they are highly invasive. But the stink bug infestation on this farm is far beyond the average infestation. The stink bugs were so bad that the residents couldn't even go outside without stink bugs flying into their mouths. The farm was inundated with them. They were in the walls, in the windows, even inside their cars. During an interview on the news, you can see the homeowner swiping away at them while she stands outside her home. And stink bugs are harmless. Not only do they have a very pungent odor.
Y'all know there's this one bug that if you they tell you don't step on it. Because if you step on it, like the aroma itself, if it gets on your skin, you break out.
You scared the shit out of me, bro. I thought snake bug came in
the
house.
Bro, the way this nigga touch me, that shit scared me, bro.
There's a one that goes inside your leg, bro.
Chill, man. Let's keep fucking with me, bro. Chill, man.
You can see the homeowner swiping away at them while she stands outside her home. And stink bugs are not harmless. Not only do they have a very pungent odor, but they also bite. The homeowners were bitten several times by these awful bugs. And although the bugs will go away when the temperatures drop, the owners have been warned that the invasive bugs will return again in the spring. Number 4. Bedbug baddies. Pest controller Rory McCarty of Bug Boys is no stranger to bedbug infestations. In fact, bedbugs are probably the most notorious bugs when it comes to infestations. However,
$300 for that and $2,000 for this, way too expensive. But today I'm going to show you guys how to get all this stuff for a lot cheaper. Okay, so
when he was called in to investigate a house and
looking ass, bro.
Bruh.
This nigga said King 1000, bro. Why you fucking stupid? This funny cause that nigga look smack like to us the #1 high school teacher. That nigga stupid.
What's that Disney XD, bro?
Yeah,
that nigga crazy, bro.
But fucking, to be like the bug catching niggas, bro, do you have to like get stung by every fucking bugs or some shit, bro?
No, you
nigga, are you asking they get initiated? Nigga, are you asking do they get initiated, bro?
Yes, bro. Like, bro, this goes to A, bro. You gotta go into the fucking death room real quick where you get.
That nigga said Delph room.
You get fucked up. You get fucked up in the room.
I doubt that, bro.
I don't know if they go do that.
Bro, I still feel like Bedbugs is still.
They do learn the bugs though.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If a bug nigga come to my house and gets stung,
I mean,
and I'm gonna play the
bees.
game, all you hear is I'm like, yo,
I get it. Bees, they can actually kill you, bro.
Nigga, go. The job is done. And he gonna come back with job done. I'm looking at that nigga like, how much I gotta pay you?
Think about some nigga. That nigga come in your room.
365. I'm like, yo, you sure you want to go extra?
Nigga come in there and it's like, you
say you want a tilt? I'm in a limp.
talking about you want a lip? I'm in a tip.
U.S., he stumbled upon the worst case of bedbugs that he had ever seen. The bedroom was slathered in eggs, and the bedbugs were literally crawling around every corner of the room. They were in the curtains, in the cushions, on the chairs, in the bed frame. McCarty had worked as an exterminator for 25 years, and he had never seen an infestation this bad. And in an unbelievable turn of events, he found out that the owner was still sleeping in the bedroom. Anyone could sleep through one of the worst bedbug infestations ever is a complete mystery. Number 3. The historic cockroach
That bitch
swarm.
look like corn, bro.
One of the worst cockroach infestations in recorded history happened in Schenectady, New York in 1979. NYPD officers were called in to respond to a noise complaint. The officers, not knowing what to expect, cautiously got out of their car, and then immediately wished they hadn't. From the moment they stepped out of their vehicle, they were swarmed by cockroaches. Inside the house, a cockroach swarm was ankle-deep. Outside, cockroaches were spilling out of the home, swarming over the trees outside. They said the street was barely visible in places as cockroaches scurried across it. The police called in exterminator Harry Linendahl, who said during an interview for the press that the number of cockroaches in the building is definitely in the millions. There was a 64-year-old resident living in the swarm.
Nothing says that. He said,
I ain't gonna lie, that shit making me itch, bro.
bruh, that shit felt like it was crawling
How
on
much
your
you think
body,
the
bro.
cockroaches pay rent each month?
Zero. Kicking niggas out the house. Nigga, that
I said,
but cockroaches really be making niggas move out, bro. Like, nigga, they go, nigga, this is my house.
that
bitch.
motherfucker
Get
be
the
like,
fuck
I'm the
out.
landowner of this
Nigga,
bitch.
no, cockroaches are the hobo of the fucking homes. Like, nigga, you come in the kitchen, as soon as you turn the light on, oh shit! As soon as you turn the light on, motherfucking scary,
Them
bro.
niggas the deadliest
Nah, but
gang members,
it's
bro.
crazy when you know there's a difference between roaches and then roaches, nigga. Roaches. Dumb niggas don't care if you turn the light on.
I ain't gonna lie, man. That's some DC roaches.
That's some type of
That's
niggas.
them
You
DC
turn the lights
roaches.
on. You turn the lights on. Them niggas gonna say thank you.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. That's some DC roaches. You turn the light on. Nigga, that's what they do. Nigga, they be off the nobble, nibble, nat, lights on.
That's nothing, bro. That was like at the airport, bro.
Never.
That's like at the airport, bro. I see cockroaches this big, bro. On everything, bro.
What?
I see cockroaches this big at the airport, bro. They be crawling around, bro.
Bro, cockroaches really do be that
They
big
get big
sometimes, though. Like, nigga, I seen one before, it was that big.
Nah, that wasn't, bro. They
I mean,
don't
that
react to a
big, but
video.
it
This
was
little
close.
girl
Bro,
collecting
get the
roaches.
stop, bro.
You reacted to that? Man, we reacted to that little girl that was collecting roaches, bro. She had a name for each of them.
Yeah. Like, imagine you have, like, thousands of roaches and you got named for all of them.
Roachy Eilish, bro.
Nigga say Roachy Eilish, bro. I think it's stupid. Rochelle, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's clean though, right?
He said Roachy Eilish, bro. Oh, man.
That shit clean, bro.
It was clean, bro.
To be treated for extensive cockroach bites, and some of her pets were so badly bitten that they did not survive. Any talk of the legendary Schenectady cockroach infestation of 1979 still makes exterminators shudder to this day.
I'm about to fight this video, bro.
Number 2. The ticking time bomb. Lieutenant Colonel Chubb Gerard and his family were excited to move into their new home at the U.S. Marine Corps base in Okinawa, Japan. But soon after moving in, they discovered that a lot of this new space was already taken up by ticks. Like a real-life horror movie, they discovered that the ticks were everywhere. They were in the roof, in the floorboards, in the bathrooms. The family was terrorized and terrified, as they knew it was only a matter of time before the infestation.
It's crazy, because I found one of those on Luna. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And that shit just popped off.
It's hard seeing ticks now, but when you live out in the country, bro, nigga, you get fucked up by ticks, bro.
This nigga Johnson.
Did they see on Luna?
Nah, skip to the first one. Bro, skip to the first one. I can't watch.
Before that ticks loose that nigga and fucking hang on somebody else.
Skip to the first one, bro.
Nah, bro.
That's just making me sick, bro.
And worse, they quickly called an exterminator. The ticks were identified as brown dog ticks, which are known for infestations. The entomologists began exterminating, but quickly discovered that it was the worst case of tick infestation that they had ever seen. Still, the house was fumigated, and the family was happy to return. But when they came home, they found that the place was even worse than it had been when they had left. Not only were there dead ticks everywhere, but the living room was crawling with live ticks. Not wanting to relive the nightmare, the family fled. Number 1. Cockroach Armageddon. Professional exterminators are prepared for the unexpected when it comes to bug infestation. But sometimes, even the most prepared exterminators cannot prepare for the magnitude of bugs they will find. The infestation.
But if I got so fed up, bro,
I would burn my house.
Imagine buying a new house,
I
bro.
would burn my fucking house.
By the 5th day, bro, you sleeping, bro, you get all, bro, as soon as I'm saying, bro.
But Dan Nelson is the same nigga. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lighting my whole room on fire.
Bro, for real, bro.
I will get gasoline and I'm lighting my shit on fire. I'm taking my PS4 out.
It's like saying
PS5.
Like, this is I'm pissed off I am. Tell myself, bro, this motherfucker really took over my house. I'm about to fuck y'all. I told you,
bro, I will burn my house to the ground.
Cause nigga, I'm not, bro.
Dead ass.
I would do that, bro.
It's like telling somebody to leave my house and
just to watch Automated Sex burn, bro. Like, I would, like, enjoy, like, knowing that.
Yeah, bro, these niggas is never gonna haunt me ever again,
like, bro.
Got chemicals for that, bro.
My nigga, nah, bro. At that point, it's too late, bro.
These niggas gotta die, bro.
It's like, nigga, now you gotta unleash the fury on niggas.
These niggas gotta die.
It's like, nigga, now you can't do, like, nigga, what do you think spray is doing to that shit? It's gonna make it grow, nigga. That's a vessel,
immune
bro.
to it, bro.
Nigga, that's a heart, bro.
The roach spray, bro. When you spray that shit, they die, bro.
Nigga, nah,
I
nigga.
that shit again, bro. That
Nigga,
motherfucker don't die no more, bro.
Nigga, nah, look, spray some damn roach killer on that, nigga. Them niggas become Popeye the Sailor Roach, bitch. Them niggas be getting stronger, bro, and buffer, nigga. And before you know it, now the motherfuckers is arm wrestling you in your sleep, bitch. Now you get,
Yes, wake up getting choked out by
cockroaches. I'm saying, nigga hitting your ass.
Nigga turn it to your pillow, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you be sleeping just in your head.
Nigga say you trying to cover me. What the fuck?
Did that shit just move?
Nigga say, oh.
Bruh.
Is not only unparalleled, it's caught on camera, so people can see for themselves just how ugly a true cockroach infestation can be. When exterminators were called into the home, they brought their camera to film the footage. They didn't know at the time, though, that they would end up filming one of the worst cockroach infestations ever caught on film. The house is filthy, which makes the conditions ripe for cockroaches. But as the cameras begin to pan the kitchen, the extent of the infestation becomes clear. There are cockroaches in the sink, in the dirty dishes piled high on the counter, in the corners and crevices of the door frames, creeping out of the cracks in the walls. The exterminators know at this point that this is a pretty epic infestation. But it gets worse, because once they start to exterminate, the full extent of the infestation rears its ugly head. The roaches swarm out of the walls, and hundreds of dead cockroaches litter the floors and countertops. There were thousands of cockroaches living in that infested house, and the footage of this infestation is so unnerving that it has earned itself an uncontested top spot on the list of 10 worst bug infestations in houses.
Alright, man, good, thank you.
Check out our
the worst fucking insect video I've ever seen in my entire life, bro.
I already know how y'all feel about
This
this
is
video.
the worst fucking
Make sure
one,
y'all
bro.
like, share, and subscribe if you're new. God loves you.
Bro, I love y'all niggas, but damn. We easy out of here, bro.
Damn.
Bro, that stuff was disturbing, bro.